So this is where we're going to do the whole. And this is where we're going to find the vertical asymptote. And where we're going to find the x-intercept. Okay, guys, so I want you to skip a little space all around this equation we're about to write. So leave space all around it because we're going to write all around it. Okay, so f of x equals x plus 1, x minus 2, x minus 2, x plus 3. This is that equation, but just leave space all around it. Okay. Really important stuff here. Okay, let's begin. What happens on a fraction when you have the same number on top and the same number on the bottom? What happens with those two numbers? They cancel because they're the same. They divide by themselves, right? So notice here I have the same two factors. So they cancel. Okay, this is really important. So these two that cancel, okay, they create the whole. Okay. Now we're about to write your manual. Okay, so be very detailed on your notes. How do I know that's the whole? Because they come from the one that cancel. The one that canceled. Okay. That's how you know who the whole is. Okay. And what is a hole? It's just that. It's a hole on the graph. It doesn't exist. It's a point that doesn't exist. Okay. So since I just said it's a point, it has to have an x and a y. And I'll show you on Desmos later what that looks like. So how do I find the x of that point? Well, it comes from that factor. Okay, so that factor is x minus 2. So x minus 2. Sorry, and you solve that for 0. So if I add 2 to both sides, x equals 2. So the x is 2. Notice I'm not just saying it's the opposite, right? I mean, it kind of looks like it's just the opposite, but you're really solving that factor. You know, with me, what I'm saying there? Like it's okay. But now I'm missing the y. So how do I find the y? The y will come from, y comes from your y coordinate from plugging in x into leftover, I'll move out of the way in just a second, factors. Very detailed notes, okay? That way when you read them, you understand, you can read them and know where everything is coming from, okay? So y comes from plugging in the x into leftover factors. What are you talking about, leftover factors? So I canceled these two, right? What two factors are left?
X plus 3.
So x plus 1, x plus 3 are my leftovers. So I'm going to plug in that x into those two. Okay? So 2 plus 1, 2 plus 3. Okay, where's that 2? Because that's the 2 I had, right? So 2 plus 1 is 3, 2 plus 3 is 5. So 3/5. Okay, so at that location, guys, at 2 3/5, there's a hole on this graph. Okay. Does everybody understand what I mean by where the x comes from, where the y came from? Good? Okay, now this one. What's unique about that factor? Okay, there's a couple of things that are unique. One is that it's on the top, so on the numerator. Okay, and the other unique thing is that it didn't cancel. You agree with that, right? It's on the top and I didn't cross it out. It didn't cancel. Okay, that one, when that happens, when it's on the top, remember, this one comes from when it canceled. This one comes from the top that didn't cancel. That creates your x-intercept. Okay, the top one that doesn't cancel is your x-intercept. So my x-intercept is also just a point. Okay. So it came from x plus 1. So if I solve that, it's -1. So -1. And what's the y for the x-intercept? Always 0. Okay, it's just like the y-intercept, the x is always 0. For the x-intercept, the y is always 0 for x-intercept, always, no matter what. Is everybody good on the x-intercept? Okay. So now we have one thing left over. What's unique about that one? It's on the bottom end, but did we cancel it or not? No. So that's what's unique about it. Okay, so it's on the bottom on the numerator. So on the bottom, and it didn't cancel. Okay, so the top one that didn't cancel is the x-intercept. What's the only thing left that we're missing? We have the y-intercept, like I already showed you how to find the y-intercept. I already showed you how to find the domain. Vertical asymptote is the only one that we're missing. Okay, so this is your vertical asymptote. And how do you know who's your vertical asymptote? Because it's from the bottom that didn't cancel. Okay. Now, is a vertical asymptote a point or a line? It's a line, so it's not going to be like a point. It's just going to be x equals -3, because instead of x plus 3, you solve that equation, x equals -3. Are we good, guys? Any question right now? Okay. All right, by the way, check this out. Remember, we already know how to do our domain. Let's do it real quick. What's our domain? What are the two x's that it can't be? You're almost right, but you're looking at the wrong part. Not the top, but the bottom. Huh? It can't be 0. The bottom can't be 0. Right? We just learned this, but it's fresh, right? So this can't be 0, this can't be 0, this can't be 0, right? Same thing with this one. So this one can't be 0, this one can't be 0. So what are those two numbers? 2 and -3. All right, those are your discontinuities. So the vertical asymptote and the whole are your discontinuities. They're the bottom ones. So -infinity. Now, who should I put first? -3 or 2? -3, right? Because that's coming from the left. So -3, we jump over -3. Notice it's from -3 to 3, because you're -3 to -3, because you're jumping over the -3. And then we go to 2, jump over 2. So again, from 2 to 2, parentheses. And we go all the way to infinity. All right, guys. So not that you know